All right, this is part 2, and it's going to be a good one, so pay attention. This is GEO. We talked about SEO and AEO yesterday, Answer Engine Optimization. Today we're going to talk about GEO. That's Generative Engine Optimization. And let me give you a summary of what it is so that you understand it, and then we can jump into it. And yes, I have a document here if you need it. It's episode 697, and please message me on Instagram. I'll send it over to you. I'm Tristan. This is Your Daily Real Estate. It's a podcast. It's a show, 5 to 10 minutes every day on things you should know, things you should be doing that we're implementing or we're about to implement for our team, our brokerage, and our area leaders for Y Realty. All right, let's get into this. GEO. Man, I've been diving into this a lot more because the idea behind it is simple. This generative engine optimization really comes down to, this is a little bit broader. So remember when we talked about answer engine optimization, AEO, that one is very narrow. It gives you one response from your search. This way, you don't have to keep on looking at different paragraphs with different links of different sources. This one is that. It's broader. That means it's going to give you different citings, different sources from what it gives you. So for example, it's going to have, if you type in, hey, what's the top restaurant in Ventura, right? So at the very top of Google, it's going to have the AI overview, in other words, snippets, and it's going to be at the top, and it's going to say, well, the best restaurant is, I'm just making stuff up, okay? Best restaurant is The Habit. And then it's going to say, but others are saying, and then it's going to have the sightings of all the other people or sites or local areas or local websites like Yelp that collects all this information. And it's going to give all those links to you, but it's going to have excerpts. So you don't have to go and find them like we typically do on Google, right? So that's the idea from it. By generative AI models like Google AI Overviews, ChatGPT, and Perplexity, those give you the best ones. And from that, they give you all that information. So now, with that said, I have some things for you here. What it actually means. And I've written all this out so I could just go through it and dictate it to you, right? You know how people are now asking ChatGPT, Claude, or Google questions like, who's a good real estate agent in Phoenix, right? And if Blair's listening to this, it might be Blair Ballin, right? He's out of Phoenix. Instead of scrolling through like 10 blue links or 10 different things, they're getting a direct answer with specific recommendations. And GEO is about making sure that you are one of those recommendations, one of the 3, one of the 5, one of the 6, it doesn't matter. It's like being the agent that everyone recommends at a dinner party. That's how you have to think about this, right? Except the dinner party's the whole internet, which is amazing, right? So here it is. Number 1, be someone worth talking about. This is probably the biggest challenge in GEO. Think of AI like a really well-read friend. I'm going to read my notes to you. Who's consumed everything online about real estate in your area. Now, to get recommended, you need some of the following. Here, pay attention. Get your name out there consistently. So local news interviews, win awards, and get certified like Top Agent of 2024, Luxury Home Certification. All those certifications actually will work, right? It'll pull from those. Be quoted on articles, right? So reach out to local reporters, get quoted. And if you're in Lab Coat Agents, I have the New York Times in there, so sometimes it pulls some of you and you get quoted, right? Which is great. Speak at events, Chamber of Commerce, local events where maybe the chamber will use your name or local newspapers will grab you, right? Local businesses, that's all important because AI doesn't recommend nobodies. That's the crazy thing. It recommends people it knows are legit because they show up everywhere. That's number 1. Number 2, create actually helpful stuff, not just ads. I think this is where we have to take off our old marketing hat and start thinking like a teacher. Instead of call me to list your home, which by the way, a lot of agents still say, call me to list your home. Listen, if you need real estate, if you have a referral, I love referrals. Like that's all a bunch of crap. Start creating things that actually help people. Think as a teacher. I put here, the complete Phoenix Seller's Guide, what 847 sellers learned in 2024. Now, that's powerful, right? Good content like that. Monthly market updates, neighborhood step-by-step processes on things to do in a neighborhood or the things to know about in a neighborhood, real buyer stories or common mistakes. It's probably the one that I've used the most, but 5 things that killed deals in my area last year. Like imagine a video on that. It's going to pull now. AI is going to pull that from YouTube, from Instagram, a blog, and going back to yesterday's, it's going to pull a FAQ if you have one on a blog like that. This is how you have to start thinking. Number 3, show up where people and AI are looking. AI pulls information from everywhere, so cast a wide net. Here's what I wrote down. YouTube, right? Especially if it's Gemini, guys. YouTube, market updates, home tours, neighborhood drives with captions and transcripts. LinkedIn, 100% it pulls from LinkedIn. Instagram, I know it pulls from Instagram because I've pulled some of my own stuff from Instagram from there. Your personal website, Google Business Profile. Like this is the type of stuff that you need to start seeing. Am I on there? Right? Nextdoor, local Facebook groups, subreddits. It definitely pulls from Reddit, 100%. Like, and it's the seventh most visited website in the world. Like maybe it's time to start looking at what Reddit looks like. Now, I don't want you everywhere. I just want you to know about this so you can say, got it, that's part of my plan. This is my plan. This is not, I don't want that. I want this. Number 4, make it easy for AI to understand you. AI reads differently than humans, right? This is probably my biggest thing for you. AI reads differently than you or I do. Help it out. Use clear, simple language. Here's an example. I have 2 examples on this. By the way, if you need this, it's episode 697. It's actually 696 and 697 because this is part 2. Just message me on Instagram. I'll send this over to you. Use clear, simple language. Don't say leveraging market dynamics to optimize client outcomes. First of all, that sounds like it was written by AI and it's not going to pull its own crap. Instead, do I help buyers negotiate better prices by understanding what's actually selling? Simple language. And be specific about who you help. Don't say full service real estate professional. Like, tell me, what areas do you cover? And who do you help? I specialize in helping first-time buyers in South Austin. And if you want to get even more specific, give me the track. But in South Austin, find homes under $400,000. Dang, that's specific, and that's good. Include the basics everywhere. Here's some more. Your name spelled the same way, always, easy. Your exact service area, serving downtown Denver and Capitol Hill. Your specialty, luxury condos, military relocation, investment properties, right? You can pull it. Years of experience and credentials if you have them. All right, I've got a few more for you. I'm not going to go through all of them. If you need this, just message me. But I've got which one did I really want to talk about? Also, number 5, get other people to mention you. This might be the harder one if you're not well connected, but if you go to other podcasts, if you have friends who have a good following, you can definitely do this. Or if you have somebody else, maybe a real estate friend in another area that could host a blog for you on their blog, because now you reciprocate referrals and you could do the same thing for them, that would help. Get other people to mention you. This is the secret sauce. AI trusts third-party validation. Boom. How do you get mentioned? Besides my ideas, I have some. Partner up, team up with mortgage brokers, home inspectors, contractors. They mention you, you mention them. Okay. Client testimonials. Ask happy clients to share their story on their own social media. Have them use your name and tag you. Media outreach, email local reporters covering housing. I have data on bidding wars in the market if you need a source. And listen, if you're out there enough, they'll reach out to you, which has happened to me many times, right? But if you're not, like, what do you specialize in? Think about it, because reporters are always looking for information. Reach out to them with that specialty and say, hey, I've got some information for you. Guest posts. Write for local blogs, community websites, or real estate publications. Again, this time, instead of reaching out to the reporters or the editorial for the newspaper and saying, hey, I've got a news thing for you, instead say, hey, I've got the ability to write a piece for you about the local market or about this that's happening, about insurance, about wildfires, about whatever it is, first-time home buyers. Anyway, get a little bit more creative when it comes to that. Number 6, keep everything fresh. AI prefers recent information. I mean, don't you? Right? We all do. Simple habits: update your main website every 3 to 4 months. Add last updated date on your guides. Put a date on it. Post new content at least twice a month. At least. I'd prefer once a week. Share current market numbers, not year-old stats. That's important. And listen, I've got some other light stuff on here, but those are the most important things. I want you to understand the difference between SEO, AEO, and GEO, please. And if you don't still understand it, just Google it, simplify it, get it into natural language, and start understanding what it is, how to get better at it, how to show up so that you don't get left behind. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm always happy to help or expand on anything. If you have any comments, happy to always hear them. Thanks again for listening.